What's up everybody? In this video, I will be showcasing Demon Adventure Journey. Now, as a warning, I personally don't watch anime, so when I'm trying to pronounce any of these names, I do apologize if it's terrible, but this game has been keeping my attention now for almost a week, which is actually hard to do nowadays. I'll be going over some of my pros and cons I have encountered thus far, and if interested in giving this game a try, please use my Play Store link to download the game. It will be pinned in the YouTube comment and it's also in the description of the video, as it's going to help support the channel. Wasting no more time, let's get it. Diving right into the pros, I'm going to be listing off 3. So number 1, it's going to be your combat graphics skill animations. Like if I click on this home tab and I go into the, hero album, let's just start clicking on some of them and going through them. Like you can see the detail of the heroes is really neat. I've personally not played games like this before, but I mean like look at that, looks really cool. If we look at this guy right here, the Demon King. Like what is it, like what even is this? If we look at some of the other heroes, they all have something unique about them. But what I really do like is how the skills look. So if I go into say adventure mode right here, and then I go over here to challenge. So I'll just put my current team on the screen right here. This is gonna be, looks like a boss stage. So if I click on challenge, what I like seeing is all of the skill animation. This is gonna be a boss stage right here. I'm gonna play it, you can play it on 2x speed, and you're gonna start seeing all the skill animations. Well, okay, so that was a bust. I was way too strong for that stage. Let me see if I'm gonna be able to do another one. Okay, so I'm actually in the next chapter. So let's try this one. Maybe they'll last long enough that you can start seeing what I'm talking about. And it looks like they're gonna die instantly. Okay, so let's go into challenge, and now this should be okay. What I'm talking about is all these skill animations are on the screen right now. It is a little crazy when you first start. Like you can see right there, there's splash screens, there's a lot of damage numbers, but I actually am enjoying this. I like the chaos. The only thing that I'm not enjoying is on the left side of the screen. When the hero uses their skill, you can see the text right here. I wish you could turn that off, like hide it. I really don't need to see this from either my team or the enemies. Other than that, I really like it. If you don't like the skill animations, you can actually turn them off in the game settings. It has your 2x speed and auto skill, and some game modes do have auto play, meaning if you do beat the stage, it will say something like starting the battle within 5 seconds if you have a check mark. What I really do appreciate though is this switch option. So if I click switch at the bottom right here, it takes me out of the game mode, but it's still continuing in the background. So it allows you to do other things, like you can see I failed the stage, but it allows you to do other things such as your dailies or other game modes. You can have multiple game modes running in the background. I think this is a really solid quality of life and just allows you to get everything done at a much faster pace. However, there are some game modes that allow this and some that do not. Number 2, it's going to be your beginner week rewards. Now I do have both a free-to-play account, which I've made many mistakes on, most likely will start a new one eventually, and a spender account, which is what's on the screen right here, because I like to get a feel for the game's playability under both circumstances. I find there's a lot of helpful tools to start off your journey, such as if we look at the top screen here, you can always hide this if the interface is too cluttered for your liking. But at the top of the screen here, you have your 1000 times draws, which is essentially 3 10 pulls, and then you can click the one you want. Now this unlocks when you complete a certain quest, which is down here. You can see for mine, it's just clear adventure 515. For something like this, your ideal scenario is to get a SSR plus hero, but I find the rates are quite low for this to happen. Since I am a new player, I can't really at this moment speak on strong SSR heroes, but I can say if we go into the my roster right here, I scroll down to, where is he? This hero right here, SSR Zenitsu. I think this is a very solid early game hero because if we go into his skill list, his ultra skill, what it is an execute reset. So if he defeats the enemy, he releases the skill again. Really solid to help content pushing. I'm obviously going to click this SSR plus, so I'm going to click on claim reward, and then I'm going to be able to get that entire 10 pull. And then for the next quest, you can see right here, I have to log in for 6 days. Currently, this account is only on day 3. The 7-day login rewards, if I click on login gift, are pretty solid. You can see on day 5, you're actually getting the SSR plus hero Shinjiro. Shinjiro, if you look at his ultra skill, looks to be more like a frontline tank, as he does add shield to your heroes. If you go to the day 7, you actually get a SSR Plus choice card, which the heroes you can choose from are obviously another Shinjiro, so that's an easy 2 copies right there. You also have Sabito, I think that's how you say it, and then you have Tenjiro, and then you have Mazazuki. So I don't have any experience really with Mazazuki, but what I can say is I really like this hero, solid DPS. And I see a lot of players using this one right here, Tenjiro, the SSR Plus version, as I believe there are multiple ways to get copies of him for free. For his ultra skill, it's going to be AoE damage. And then of course you have your beginner week quests. So if you click here, 7-day target, you can see day 1, day 2, day 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are not unlocked yet, obviously because on this account I'm on day 3. But if you get enough points, you can see down here at the bottom, if you get to 700, you are going to be able to get the SSR Plus hero Tamayo. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. There's not many healers in the game. For this hero's ultra skill, you have AoE healing. And then it also has an AoE charm, which is really cool because at level 2, the enemies affected by that do not regain rage. And rage is what you're going to be needed to be able to build up enough to use your ultra skill. So this has your typical quest, as you can see right here, day 2, some other ones. If you go into the trial, there's more quests to do. If you go into the server LTD tab, it does have some offers for diamonds. I personally haven't really bought these ones just because I find the rates are really low for the regular summons. I think there's like 100 pity. I could be wrong. Like if I go into recruit, if I click on this, your first SSR Plus pity is at 50, and then it's just 100 after that. So like I said, it's 100 to pity, and I believe, does it show me the rates anywhere? Let me see the rates. You can see right here for the advanced, a 5-star is 5%, but that's also all heroes in the game. So I actually don't know what the percentage is for SSR Plus, but I can tell you it's very low. Number 3, it's going to be multiple game modes. I really like how there's a decent amount of stuff you can do in this game even early on. If you go into the campaign, which is where the majority of the game modes are, you have your train, which is basically like your tower. I showed this a little bit earlier. But basically, one of the reasons why I think this is really good is because you have these clearance packs. When you defeat certain floors, you can see you have 35, 60, 90, 120. You're going to be able to unlock these packs for diamonds, and they are very good, especially because they give these breakthrough stones, which I'm going to come back to later. You need a lot of these. If you click on challenge, you can actually see what other players had for their lineup when they defeated this floor. But what I will say is there does seem to be hackers in this game. I don't know if there's a lot of them, but there definitely seems to be some. Like if we look at, say, Juckbox right here, 263,000 CP, was able to beat this floor, and then everyone after that is like 400, 382. If I go to view more, you can actually see all the floors, but let's just say I go up into, so right here, 294. If I look at 295, look at that Juckbox, same thing, same heroes, same levels, same CP. If we go all the way up to, say, 300, same thing, same heroes, nothing's changed. And the one thing that's really weird also is if you click on the replay battle, you're going to see that his heroes get absolutely destroyed. Like the stage is not even close, yet this player is able to beat the floor. So something definitely fishy is going on here, and I hope this gets addressed. I do see this being reported in the game's Discord. Other modes I enjoy are the memory shards, which is right here. I really like this one because it gives you an assisted hero. Like if we click up here, you can see in the first one that I completed, you get the SSR Plus hero Nezuko. And then in the one that I'm currently on, you get the SSR Plus Tenjiro. In this case, it provides you a challenge as you need to beat each stage with certain requirements. As you can see, if you look at the clearance conditions, the number of deaths does not exceed 2. So if we click on this, I go to auto deploy. I think this is what I'm going to use. I'm not too sure if I need my healer right here. So we're just going to see how this works. But you can see I have the assisted hero Tenjiro right there, and then I have my other heroes in my lineup. So we're just going to play through this, see if we're able to beat it without getting 2 or more deaths. So now we're going to go into the next stage, see how this one plays out. Now there's no skip battle in this game mode, but there is a skip option in certain ones. Like I said before, some game modes allow you to do stuff that others do not. Okay, so we were able to clear that one, no problem. So right now with my setup, I'm basically running whatever the duplicates of heroes I was getting for. That's typically what I do in idle games for early on. You're just trying to build up your heroes to get your CP high enough to push content. And then as you get some of the more rare heroes or the go-to meta heroes, you can start picking and choosing. So we were actually able to clear this entire thing, which is really cool. So we're going to be able to go here, and you can see if you clear it for the first time, you get 1,000 diamonds, the second time 10, the third time you get 50 of these random shards, and then the next time 3 faction tickets, which are really good. And then for the last time, you get a 5-star elite shard, which is a chance of a SSR or a SSR plus. Moving into the cons, I'm going to be listing off 3 as well here. Number 1 is going to be your pay-to-win heroes. Now, this is kind of subjective since really anyone can get everyone if lucky, but free-to-play, even like the low/mid spenders will have an insanely hard time building certain ones. In your first beginner week, from what I can see, there's going to be 2 sets of summon banners. You have your first one seen here, which you can choose between the SSR plus heroes. I'm going to try to pronounce this name, Rengoku, or if we click on this, Daki right here. Now, I personally went for Daki. I really love how she looks and her skill kit. Basically, she revolves around burst damage and she has a little bit of CC. I think her kit is really good for bosses and also for like content pushing, whether PvE or PvP, because you do have that crowd control, that knockback ability, and then you also have the burst damage. Having said this though, it seems to be a selected core hero for each summon event, because you can see if you click on this summon pack right here for $100, you're only able to choose that Rengoku. You can't choose Daki here. And then if I click on the advancement plan, you can see this only pertains to Rengoku, does not count towards Daki. So even though I do have a couple stars on my Daki, can't really do anything here. So that's kind of unfortunate. This summon event is more accessible than the other because it looks like it rotates between the optional heroes. If you click on the question mark here, you can see down here on number 6, the optional range of the self-selected hero will be changed period by period, and the self-selected/wish recruitment coupons will not expire. So that's good information to know. So you can actually save up those wish tickets and wait for the selected hero of your choice that you're looking for. But the problem here is, as a free-to-play, if you click on the wish boost, you can see these are all money packs. The only thing that a free-to-play can buy here is this one right here. I think it was like 2,500 diamonds per 5. So you can see I bought this 5 times. So let's assume it was 2,500 diamonds per buy. So you do 2,500 times 5. So you can already kind of see what I mean by pay to win heroes, because if we go back here, 25 summons doesn't even hit pity. If we click on this, you can see the pity is 60. But it does say in the description for number 1, the guaranteed progress will be retained. So it does sound like the pity will carry over between summon events. So you can either save up those wish tickets for your specific hero, or you can just summon and hope for the best because the pity does carry over. Either way, it's a gacha system. It's luck of the draw, unless you obviously hit that pity. Moving over to the next one, which is the, if I just wait for this animation, it looks kind of cool. The dimension recruitments. Now, this one is way harder, and based off what I've looked over, is only for high spenders. You can get dimension tickets from completing quests during the summon event period, which is your dimension welfare. You can see there's a bunch of them, like do 70 arena challenges during the event period. You get one ticket. So you get a few tickets from here. And then the other way is from the shop, just like the other summon event I showed you. But this is 2,700 diamonds per buy. So maybe the other one was 2,700. I can't really remember. But I've actually skipped this entirely just because of how this is set up. I can't see a hero pity counter anywhere. That is a red flag for me. If there's a summon event and there's no pity, I am not summoning on. I don't care how good the hero is. If you click on the rates, you can see they're very low. For 5 shards, it's like 0.23%. Going all the way up here, it gets lower and lower. For a full copy, it's 0.01%. And then how the system works is you can see right here, one summon is 10 reward points. So for the event duration, I think it's 10 days. Let's just say that's 100 points right there. If you do your, if we go back here to the shop, you buy out your 25, that's 250. So that's like 350 points you're at. If you get some tickets here from doing the quests, let's say, I don't know, maybe another 10, 450. So right now you can see over here for the milestones, you're going to get some more tickets. Basically, as a free-to-play, you're looking at maybe like 500 to 600 reward points, which really gives you nothing. Like, you need 800 just to get 10 shards of this hero right here. If you look at the ranking, to be ranked in the top 3, you have to get 2,500 points. This is definitely a pay-to-win hero. But yeah, it's not for me. It's a pass. Hopefully, they tweak this to be more attainable, because even if you're a spender, like buying up all these packs, I mean, looking at how many tickets you get, you really don't get that many. Like $5 gets you 2. So you're looking at probably, if you go down here, you're looking at probably $300 or more just to get ranked. So like I said, to me, it's a pass. It might be for you, but I hope they fix this up a little bit. Moving into number 2, it's going to be confusing hero quality system. I feel this takes some time to get used to, as certain heroes have multiple different qualities or faction. Like if I go into the home tab, like I showed earlier, hero album, you can see what I'm talking about. If I click on all of them, actually, that's a little bit too confusing. Like right here, we have Shinjuro with this faction. Sorry, I forgot the faction's names. But then you can also see this hero that I showed earlier, Rengoku, different name, but the hero looks the same. I could be wrong, maybe it's just like a skin difference, like a costume difference, but the hero looks the same. Their skill kit is different, I'm assuming. But then you also go to this faction and Shinjuro is here again. For me, it's a little confusing when heroes have multiple versions, like they have an SSR version, an SSR Plus, then they have like an exclusive version. So like if I click on this faction, you have like Zenitsu right here, SSR, then you have Zenitsu SSR Plus. And then if you click up here, you have your UR quality category, which doesn't have a hero in it. So I'm assuming these will get introduced eventually. Like there's just a lot going on right here. It's going to take me some time to understand what each version of the hero does. And for me, I just like simple things. You know, this is going to take some time for me to get used to. And number 3, we have breakthrough stones. Now, I did mention this briefly earlier, but as of right now, early on, like even day 1 when I started, you'll understand how much of demand these stones are in. I don't even really see many ways of getting them. Like if I wanted to advance my hero right here, Nezuko, first I have to advance her in stars, so before I can even use the breakthrough stones to advance her in level. Different level caps require stones as well as a certain amount of stars. So to go to the next star for this hero, I need 6,000 breakthrough stones. If I look at this hero, I need 4,000, obviously of course with all the hero food as well. So if we click on the, actually I didn't have to do that, but if we, if we click on the breakthrough stones, like looking this over, there's not really many ways of getting these. Like the game mode, you have train, which is your tower. I showed that earlier, but when you get stuck, you're not going to be seeing those packs as frequently. And then you have Mount Sagiri, which is like your boss resources, but you're capped at how many you can sweep per day. So once again, you're not really getting too much from there. Really, the only way is from the shops, like the random shop or the day shop. So the random shop, what I've been doing is just refreshing this. And then if I have the materials for a specific hero and I need those breakthrough stones, I will start using diamonds to refresh the shop more. But you can see there's some for gold, which 100K. I got 33 million, so anytime I see it for gold, I'm going to buy it. If it's for diamonds, I'm going to buy it. If you go into the day shop, it's discounted at 60%. Definitely recommend to buy this every single day. My concern is that, like, I understand it's a progression blocker to slow you down, but I feel the rate at which the cost increases per hero upgrades, there just has to be a little bit more availability for them. So that's it. Hopefully this gives you somewhat of an idea of what this game is about. I am personally enjoying this game thus far and plan to make more content. As always, thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one.